Evolution takes time. It takes thousands, if not billions of years. This planet has been evolving for billions of years. The earth wasn't built and created in 7 days. Evolution is about yourself, the mistakes you've made, the corrections you've made. It's about karma. It's about self discovery. It's about learning and relearning about who we are as human beings, who we are as individuals. It's a journey that takes lifetimes. Even when we pass on to the spirit world, we are still evolving. Evolution never stops. It can go on without you or with you. There's no timeline for evolution, as evolution is universal. The universe is evolving, it's growing, it's creating new life, new planets, new stars, new suns, new moons, and this earth is evolving. Um, Evolution is not was never meant to be easy. There's no easy way of doing of going through evolution because we have to see with our eyes wide open. We have to see things that we never imagined of seeing, which is truth and reality. We have to see and look beyond the illusion that was created not only by dark energies but by ourselves as well. It's a self growth. There's no failing. I don't believe in failures, but we do make mistakes. And it's about owning our mistakes, owning up to it, taking responsibility for whatever we do, whatever we say, think, and feel, because all those things are actions. It becomes physical. Evolution is knowing who you are without questioning the outside world. It's about learning where you come from and accepting things that we cannot change and try our best to move forward. We have to move forward. Um, it's not easy. It's complicated. Evolution is about twists and turns and ups and downs. And when you think you're on the right path, something comes up to knock you off. Evolution is about getting back up, getting up off your knees and stand firmly like a tree through any storms that might come your way. You have to become fearless, but not so fearless as ego would take over, because everybody's afraid of something. It's about facing that fear head on. We can't run and hide from truth. We can't run and hide from reality. We have to face up to it, own it, and change it. It's about changing who we are, changing our relationships within ourselves and about ourselves, because how we feel about ourselves matters. What we think about ourselves matters. And that causes a ripple effect. Negative thoughts about ourselves, how we feel every day when we wake up in the morning matters, because that's what we create every single day. It's about becoming aware of who we are as individuals and becoming aware of who we are as a collective. We can't live the way we have been living because it's destroying everything that is sacred. And we are part of that sacredness. And what we do and how we react to things not only destroys our environment, it destroys ourselves and it destroys the next 7 generation. Evolution takes time, long time. It may take a couple of lifetimes if we have that luxury. There's no rushing. I feel that some people are trying to rush to the finish line, but where is the finish line? You have to keep evolving no matter what. We think that we are evolving in higher frequencies and vibrations, and that's the end of the road, but it's not. We're only at the beginning of something greater than ourselves, that is something beyond our own understanding. Evolution is universal, it's not just global. And the expansion of our consciousness is a lifetime. It's non-stop. And that's how it should be. Because when we stop evolving, this imbalance that we have been living in is what happens when we are evolving. Yes, there might be a bit of chaos, but when we learn how to balance ourselves and the earth balances herself, everything is okay. Evolution knows no boundaries. We all should know by now that not everyone is not going to make it to that expansion. That's reality. And we can't save everyone as well. That's reality, because the earth is going to do exactly what she's going to do regardless of of how we feel or think. Um, she has to evolve no matter what. And she can evolve with you or without you. It does not matter to her, because she will still be here after we are all gone. And that's the reality that we all have to understand, that evolution waits for nobody to wake up. It waits for no one. There is no waiting. It's Evolution isn't about what if. You either want to or you don't. You either want to move forward or you don't. You are either awake or you're not. Evolution isn't about, well, I believe in this. It's you know it or you don't know. And if you don't know, you best find out. Take that journey. It's a journey that we are all on, has a collective, but also has individuals. Evolution has a way of mm, somewhat uniting people, but also evolution has a way of separating people because we're all on a separate journey. That is because we have experienced different things within our lifetimes, past lives, ancient past lives, present lives, and future lives. Not every experience is the same as anybody else's, and no one's journey is the same as anybody else's. So, as much as evolution is pushing us together, it is also individualizing us as well, and which I like to think is unique, because that's what makes us unique. It's about taking the responsibility of our own actions. We're not responsible for anybody else's actions but ourselves. So, what we do as individuals and what we don't do as individuals determines the future. It shapes our destiny. And other people may have evolved faster, um, according to their past life experience. Some people are taking their time. There's no timeline. Evolution isn't about the sheeps and who's awake and who isn't awake. It's evolution. The first sign of evolution is animals, because animals have been here for the hundreds of thousands, if not billions of years. Animals have been here evolving. Um, and when you see the relationships between the animal and the human, um, you know then that evolution has begun. You know that something is happening because their behavior is changing. We as people must change our behavior towards ourselves, towards each other, towards this planet, towards all life, because we are in a lot of ways repeating the past. History is repeating itself, and this is a deadly game where we need to have our eyes wide open, and we need to change that, and we need to stop that. But that starts with us. It starts by standing in the mirror and taking a look at ourselves and asking ourselves, do we like what we have become as an individual, but also as human beings? Because we haven't evolved that much in a way that inspires peace. Do you know that we've been fighting each other for 6,000 years? The same war has been going on for 6,000 years because of hate, fear, intolerance, and ignorance. For 6,000 years, we have been at war with each other, at war with this planet, at war with the earth, at war with the animals. And so this long duality starts with us. It ends with us. It has to end, because if not, the earth will end us. And we talk about the extinction, animals are going extinct. Well, so are we. And that's the reality that we have to wake up and realize, that we are on that extinction list. People say, well, we have billions of people on the planet. That is a lie. How can we have billions of people on the planet when there is non-stop war all over the world? There is no billions of people. That's a lie. That's a lie to say that we're overpopulating the planet, and so therefore there has to be a mass depopulation. That's agenda talk. The planet is not overpopulated. In fact, it is being depopulated. The earth is not billions of people on it. That's impossible. We've been at war for 6,000 years nonstop. There cannot be any billions of people. That's the agenda talking. That's crap. So evolution is realizing the truth, the harsh truth, and truth is brutal. Truth is nothing easy about it. But if we want to move forward and we want to become better, we have to become better. We have to do better. We have to look at truth, at what it really is. And as hard as that pill is to swallow, we have to walk, talk, sleep, and wake up in truth always. That's what evolution is. It is about you, the Creator, and Mother Earth, and all that comes with being on that journey. Um, we're running out of time. That's a scary word, that we are running out of time. We are running out of time. Has to exist here on this planet. Our children are running out of time because they keep disappearing. Mother Earth will take back everything. See, that's how this works. We have to do right by her. And we're running out of time. She's running out of time because people won't stop abusing her and misusing her. And there's deadly consequences to that. Um, Severe consequences. And I think that we are beginning, well, I would like to think we are beginning to understand that. I would like to think that we are beginning to understand her power here, that she is the one that is in control here. We don't own her. Evolution isn't about owning something as property. No one owns anything here. No one, you could buy a piece of land if you want, but you don't own it. Anybody can sit on that piece of land with you. There, there is evolution is about unity, uniting the planet Earth. There is no countries. There is no my country or this is your country. No, no, this is Mother Earth. When you understand this type of evolution, you don't own anything. You can't tell people that they can't come to your country because this is the planet. And we, like animals, have been migrating across this planet for hundreds, if not millions of years. This type of, I don't know what this is, to be honest, what to call it. This is not the kind of evolution that would, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just fear of not understanding what this is. In order for this planet to evolve and to keep alive, it's through energy, right? Because everything is energy. It's through consciousness. When animals migrate from one place to another, they're moving that energy, and therefore that energy is bringing about balance. When people migrate from one place to the next with the animals, it is bringing about unity. They go from one village to another village and they talk and they share knowledge. This is universal laws here. No one can keep another from migrating to anywhere on this planet because no one owns it. No one owns it. If we wanted to get up one day and take that long walk and swim across the ocean and hit an island, well, we can do that because again, no one owns this planet. So evolution is about energy, changing your behavior, changing your thinking, because that's based upon fear, and fear is based upon hate. And evolution is dividing that. We can see it clearly. And if you can't see it, then you're not fully awakened yet, because we have to do better and change ourselves, because whether we like it or not, this planet is evolving, and that part of evolution is changing the energy, balancing her, balancing ourselves, creating relationships with our brothers and sisters, and and getting to know ourselves and to getting to know each other. How else are we supposed to unite when we're living, when we're telling our brothers and sisters, oh, you can't come here? But how can they not come here? It's not your lands. It's not your country. This isn't your planet. They can migrate. Everyone on this planet has migrated from somewhere. That's part of evolution. We evolve. How do you think all this universal knowledge was shared between our ancestors. Seems to me that in ancient times, everyone was migrating from somewhere, sharing, bringing technology, sharing knowledge and wisdom, sharing intelligence, sharing stories of their people. And how do you think all this knowledge, this universal knowledge, is a collective knowledge, by the way, was shared? Because every ancient story has it's different storytelling, but it's the same. Technologies were being shared around the world. And how do you suppose that happened? How do you suppose, you know, that there's animals living, there's elephants living in India, and then there's elephants living in Africa because they migrated. That's evolution. It's how do you keep alive? It's how we sustain this planet. It's how we stay, we exist, and it keeps the earth alive. And when we move, she moves. And when we stop, she stops, and that's dangerous. Because when she stops moving, she stops producing abundance for us to keep us healthy. Evolution is about knowing this. Evolution is about getting to know this and learn this. And 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 when you know yourself, you know this. So this is about evolution, and that's all that I'm going to say about it, because I think that people should get their act together and do better, because our children are watching and they're rising up, and we has supposed to be the adults is supposed to be protecting the children. They shouldn't have to do our jobs, or take our responsibility. Um, but evolution is about twists and turns. So it's unpredictable. You can't predict what's going to happen tomorrow. You just have to live in the moment and do what you can to make these changes within yourself today and move forward. Evolution isn't about staying in the past. It's about bringing all the past, present, and future, because we can't leave. We have to heal all of that, um, in order to move forward in a healthy and positive way and in the right way, because there is a way of life here. And the universal laws is the only way of life here. And it's not the old way. People say, well, we can't go back to the old way. But then I have to ask, how is the new way helping you? Has it served you any? There is no old way of life. It's the way of life. It's a way of living here, and it's a way of surviving here. And when we understand that and we can atone to that, then I think that a real change can begin. But we have to do a lot of work. We have a lot of work to do within ourselves before we can even understand what this way of life is. So thank you for liking these videos. There'll be more coming. Today is the launch of my book, Living in a Spiritual Life in a Spiritual Supernatural World. It is out on Kubo.com. You are more than welcome to visit my site and buy the book from there. There's also 3 books that you can download for free, and I strongly suggest that you do as well. You could join also the community forum, create your own profile, and share your knowledge and stories with us, building a community worldwide. It's for all ages, so make sure you keep it clean as and positive as possible. And you can visit my website at www.universalrising.com. You have yourselves a lovely day. God bless you all.